All right, let's face it. The average American lifestyle looks like this, and also this. If you're tired of this lifestyle and you want to change your future for the better, keep watching to find out how to break free from broke and avoid the hamster wheel lifestyle. What's up, guys? My name is Ted, and this is Grow and Give to Live, the #1 best resource out there to help you become self-reliant and achieve your full potential. Today's video will be on chapters 4 and 5 of the Personal Finances for Self-Reliance workbook produced by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It will be focused on how to build a budget and how to follow a budget. If you want access to my free masterclass on personal finances sent straight to your inbox, click the link above or in the description below. So, the B word, budget. We shouldn't be afraid of the word budget because it's just a plan. And I like to think of it as a family protection plan. In the workbook, there's an image of a house. It's referred to as the Financial Stewardship Success Map. And the great thing about this house is it shows the walls as work and a budget. And what comes to my mind, thinking specifically of a budget as a wall, is I think of how the wall protects, your family inside the home. So the wall protects you from the outside, but also it holds up the roof, and you can see that the roof is your ability to give and bless others. And realistically, without a budget, there's no way you'll be able to get to that point, the pinnacle of the house, which is giving and blessing others. So like I mentioned before, a budget is a plan, a family protection plan. And when used correctly, a budget can do 4 specific things for you. Number 1, it will protect your family. Number 2, it'll help you take control of your finances. Number 3, it'll help you overcome natural man tendencies. And number 4, it helps you invite the spirit into your life. The workbook explains how to build a budget. And to start, you of course need to start with your income. Next, you get to your expenses, and it's divided in 2 categories. First, you have your fixed expenses. Those are expenses or bills that stay the same or relatively the same, such as your mortgage or your rent. And then the second category is variable expenses. These are expenses that differ, they change based on usage. For example, your electricity bill, groceries, and so forth. The amount of what you use determines the total cost for that variable expense. I built a tool in Excel to help you budget. And if you want to go check it out, look in the description below for this Excel template tool. It allows you the opportunity to list all your income, all your expenses, and as you track them and select drop downs for each category, it allows you to build a graphical representation of where your money is going. There are also lots of other tools out there that you can use. Just search the internet. You may already be using one. The important thing to do is to remember to use the tool. It's important that you create a habit of creating and following your budget. Now, the tricky part is how to actually balance your budget. And what that means is how to make sure that the amount of money that comes in is enough to cover all the money that's going out. And ideally with enough left over to save. Far too often, you end up in a situation, happens to me too, where the amount of money you spend exceeds the amount of money that comes in. And there's 2 simple ways to fix that. Number 1, spend less than you make, or number 2, make more money, whether that be picking up another job, work harder, etc. I appreciate this quote by Elder Dietrich Uchtdorf. Patience means staying with something until the end. It means delaying immediate gratification for future blessings. Now that you have your budget, you have your plan in place. Next step is to stick to that plan. And chapter 5 goes into that, on how to stick to your budget. This is where discipline, perseverance, and commitment really come into play. If you want to be great at anything in life, you need to learn to commit and stick through with something to the end. Practicing the self-control of spending less than you make, whether that be choosing to not go out to eat for the 10th time that week, or choosing to spend your money on groceries that are more appropriate for your budget. That will sticking to your budget through the little things will really add up and make a huge difference in the level of stress that you have in your life. There are 4 key principles of how we can stick to our budget. Starting with number 1, setting clear, motivating financial goals. Number 2, find and use a budgeting system that works for you. Number 3, hold yourself accountable to your budget. And number 4, look for God's help. Keep trying. He will help you. To set realistic, motivating goals, I like to use the SMART system, which is specific, measurable, realistic, actionable, and time-bound. A good example of a SMART goal could be to save $3,000 by the end of that quarter. So a specific way you can accomplish that is, of course, saving $500 every 2 weeks, every two-week pay period. And that is, of course, specific, a defined dollar amount, $3,000. It's measurable. It's realistic if it works, if you can fit that in your budget. And it has a clear end goal. It is time-bound. There are a lot of tools available for you to help you to create your budget and follow your budget. There are systems out there that are as simple as pen and paper, and there's also digital options on your smartphone. The key is to find what you find fits best into your lifestyle and will allow you to create a habit out of not only creating your budget, but also every day recording your expenses so that you see where your money is going. You may also find the system that you use changes over time. So for example, for a while, my wife and I would use digital systems because it's the digital world. It's easier to track your digital expenses through a debit card. But there did come a time where we found it better for us for about 6 months to use a cash envelope system where we would go to the bank, we would pull out the amount of money that we needed to spend for the month for groceries, a specific amount of money in a separate envelope for fuel, another envelope for eating out, and it really helped us to limit ourselves on spending only that much, because once the money in the envelope's gone, the money's gone. I remember this one time walking into a Little Caesars pizza restaurant, and I pulled out the envelope that I had set aside for eating out, and the cashier looks at me. He's a little stunned, and he says, "Wow, I've never actually seen someone use a cash envelope system before. Does that work?" And it was kind of fun to see his shock that someone in the 21st century would be using actual cash and an envelope system to pay for things, and so it was a cool opportunity to be like, yeah, it works for me right now. Once you have your system in place and you've created a habit of using that system and regularly tracking your expenses and creating and following your budget and sticking to it, the key principle is to hold yourself accountable. It's important to remember the only one responsible for your actions is you. So if you're struggling to follow your budget, if you're struggling to stick to it, you might want to reach out to a buddy, a friend, your spouse, and work together to create a plan to say, hey, if I overspend in this category, can you discipline me in this way to help me learn to stick to my budget? Discipline is important because when there are no rules, really there's no freedom. The fourth and final principle to sticking to your budget is to seek God's help and keep trying. Remember that learning to create and follow budget is just that. It's a learning process, and it is okay to fail. When you fail, that's when you learn. So when you slip up, sometimes just get yourself back up and recommit to sticking to your budget. Remember the value of having a family council with your spouse or even with your children all together, um, and counsel with the Lord so that you know how best to keep trying. See what changes need to be made to allow you to stick to your budget. So there you have it, the key principles you need to create and stick to your budget. If you like this video, please be sure to watch the next one on understanding debt and how to get out of it. Don't forget to check out my free masterclass, link up here or in the description below, on personal finances. It can be sent directly to your inbox. If you like this video, be sure to share it with your friends and family. Comment below on what you'd like to see more of or any changes. I sincerely wish you success in your personal self-reliance journey. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out.